You can't put up 30-something points the next night to break your record. Then the next night, just say, F us, you ain't playing. Nah. Can't do that, Ock.
What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today, man, we got Steven Jackson speaking on LeBron James again, man. This is like the second time in the last 2 or 3 weeks, you know. First time he was on the I Am Athlete podcast, you know, and he was speaking on the Memphis Grizzlies and Shannon Sharpe situation, and he was like, you know, that LeBron wouldn't do the same for Shannon. Said Shannon is going too far trying to defend LeBron, and that same love wouldn't be reciprocated. Well, now he's actually upset about, and I don't want to say upset, but he's actually disappointed in LeBron James for not playing the next game after breaking Kareem's record. You know, he said pretty much that ankle, if it was sore before the game, it was sore before the last game. And he said as a teammate, he felt like, you know, if he was playing with LeBron, he would have definitely had a problem with that. And, you know, it's not fair to his teammates. Now, a lot has happened since then. You know, the Lakers have done a lot of retooling. They've moved a lot of pieces around. Russell Westbrook is gone. We saw Anthony Davis on the sideline, and there was speculation that he probably felt the same way about the team just being satisfied with LeBron going for the record and not trying to win games, critical games that they need to even have a chance to be in the play-in situation. So there's a lot around that, but Anthony Davis has come out since then and denied that he had any issues with LeBron James. Now, did he have issues with Russell Westbrook or somebody like that? Maybe, but he said him and LeBron's relationship is intact. First, we're going to check out what Steven Jackson said a few weeks ago about LeBron, and then we're going to check out what he said about him passing Kareem's record.
And how'd you feel about Shannon Sharpe getting into it with Dylan Brooks?
Yeah, well, with Shannon Sharpe, that's my unc. I love Shannon. I talk to him all the time. You just got to remember, unc, Bron ain't going to run up and fight nobody for you. Keep that in mind.
Hold on, what?
Bron ain't going to run up and fight nobody for you.
For Shannon.
He has a point. Because that's not Bron's MO.
Bron ain't gonna do that.
Bron's not going to do that.
Man, Bron can see Shannon at a restaurant get into a scuffle. If he with his family, he ain't finna run over there. That's the last thing Bron, so keep that in mind, Uncle Shay Shay. Bron is not gonna fight for you. I know you love him, but he's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be reciprocated.
You can't put up 30-something points the next night to break your record. Then the next night, just say, F us, you ain't playing. Nah. Can't do that, Ock. And didn't come out and play the next night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all love Bron. And nobody's above being criticized, bro. Nobody. Even LeBron, Jordan, Kobe. And as a player, we see things different. There's no way I could have been on that team and not had a problem with him going get 40 points and then to break the record, then the next night not play. Like, that wouldn't have said well with me. And I ain't, you know, Bron do what he want to do. One of the best players to ever touch the game, touch the ball. I get it. But as a teammate, but that same ankle was sore. The same ankle was sore the night before. I didn't feel that. That's what I'm. You know, who am I? But I didn't feel that.
Wow, so man, you heard it from Steven Jackson, how he feels about that whole situation. And I thought about that, you know, when I saw LeBron wasn't playing the next game, especially considering all these games are needed for playoff positioning, and AD was out there. Now, looking at AD, you know, if he wanted to be mad over there on the bench and he wanted to pout, he needs to be at the point where he needs to be able to lead this Lakers team to some wins without LeBron. LeBron is aging now. AD is always hurt. And this is what I said about AD when he came from New Orleans. You always have to watch those players that quit on their teams because they don't have any leadership skills. Yeah, AD is otherworldly talented and all that, but if you literally quit on an organization, then I can't trust you to lead a team. You know, you're not that guy. You just not that guy. And it's an organization that wasn't even treating AD bad. He just wanted to go to LA and be with LeBron. And it's nothing wrong with going there, but he stopped showing up to work, to the point where they had to bench him because he was so pouty, and it was just, it was just the way he was around the team. I just, from that moment on, I was no longer a fan of his game. So that's that. But as far as LeBron goes, they've retooled the roster. I think maybe he's getting some rest and hoping they can make a run for it right now. But if it does come back, that they missed the playoffs by the last 2 games. They spent 1 game chasing the record, and then they lost this last game. What if they missed the playoffs or even the play-in by 1 or 2 games? Steven Jackson's point would be kind of valid in that instance. The Lakers are not in good position. I think they're 13th or 14th. 13th? Are they 13th in the West? Yeah, I think they 13th or something like that in the West. And that's just not going to cut it, You got AD and LeBron, but now you have a lot more defenders. You got more size and everything. Team got bigger. Should be able to shoot a little better. But still, these are some inexperienced guys that's been on historically bad teams. You got Mo Bamba coming from Orlando. He doesn't have like a winning culture in the NBA that he comes from. The T-Wolves got to the playoffs last year, but they don't have like a winning background. Not like that. So Jared Vanderbilt, I like what he brings. He's a good rebounder, defender, and everything. Energetic player. And then you got D'Angelo Russell, has a little decent scoring talent, but makes terrible decisions and terrible shot selection at times. Rui's been really good for them so far. Yeah, so they've retooled the roster, man, and I feel like going forward, LeBron and AD need to provide some sort of leadership. Well, I just say LeBron because AD is just, in my opinion, he's just not a leader. He's just a talent. Has the talent to be a top player, but those leadership skills don't match his talent. That's just what I feel like with him. But he's gonna be needed down the stretch. Now, AD, what if everybody pouted every time you went out with injury? Because you go out so often. I just that image in my head. I don't like how he was on the bench all this time. All these players spent playing while he was sitting over there. People was taking up for you when Barkley was calling you Anthony Street Clothes Davis. But when you do stuff like that, it's like, oh, well, whatever, Because I don't know what's gotten into this dude, man. I don't know what's gotten into him, but Steven Jackson, he don't feel like what LeBron did was right. He felt like it was all for Kareem's record this year pretty much, and that's not what it should be about. But, hey, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.